Tessa Blaikie from the Canadian Mental Health Association joining us this morning with some tips for combating stress, because this is something we can all relate to at one point or another, and it seems like things just keep piling on top of each other.
Yeah, totally. So it can be really overwhelming when we have a ton to get done and we have lots to do and maybe lots of things pulling us in different directions to kind of figure out what to do first and how to get started.
Okay, so that's kind of what we want to do, is we want to make a plan. So we need to recognize that we're feeling overwhelmed and kind of make a plan.
Yeah, even if we're not feeling overwhelmed, having a plan in place is going to prevent us from getting overwhelmed.
Okay.
So it might seem a little bit silly if we're feeling rushed to say spend 30 minutes kind of planning out your week or like scheduling what you need to get done, but that 30 minutes that we're spending doing that is going to make us so much more effective and also calmer when we're moving through our week in order to be able to actually get those things done, as opposed to kind of feeling like we're going in too many directions and we can't actually get anything accomplished.
Okay, let's talk about some examples. University students right now, midterms, that's huge, trying to tackle that.
Totally.
But for people that aren't in school, even simple things like trying to get the garage clean before winter comes.
Yep. Yeah, or trying to start your Christmas shopping or whatever the case may be, or planning an event. And so yeah, it can seem really overwhelming when you've got all these little pieces. And so it's really important, and there's like 5 tips that I would kind of give to people. And the first one is to really prioritize. So figure out what all is going on in our week and what is the most important, what has the tightest timeline, and also like what things we might be able to put off. So for example, if we're talking about cleaning out the garage before winter, well, the snow might be coming soon, so if on top of that we're also thinking about starting our Christmas shopping, we can put that off until we've kind of tackled this first thing.
Okay.
So prioritizing, like what needs to happen first, what do I just want to have happen, and how do I build that in too?
Okay.
But making sure that we're handling those big things first. The second piece of that is to then kind of break it down into little pieces so that it feels like it's easier to do. So it actually makes our to-do list way longer. But it makes our to-do list way more satisfying.
Doable. Yeah.
yeah, because we can handle those little pieces. So sometimes we're like, oh, I only have 30 minutes, I'll just catch a TV show. Or I only have 30 minutes, I'll just do this. And that can be important for our self-care. But equally as important is if we've broken down our list into a whole bunch of little things. So maybe there's like 25 boxes in the garage, and we have a list that says 25 times, do one box, do one box, do one box. Then it can be about just going to grab one box and getting that done and then ticking that off our list. And that satisfaction is going to motivate us next time we have 15 minutes to say, oh, hey, I can just go do one box again.
Right, so it doesn't have to be this huge task. Oh, I got to do the garage. I know it's going to take up a whole afternoon. You have 20 minutes. Go move a couple boxes. Mm-hmm. Check them off your list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what are some other things that we can do to help de-stress and kind of break down these tasks, whether it's studying or cleaning or moving?
Yeah, so another really important thing is to make sure that we've kind of built in healthy brain breaks. So making sure that we're doing things for ourselves. So putting us on our own to-do list. So whether that is having a bubble bath, whether that is, making sure that we go do something like rock climbing, which I was just talking about. Whatever it is that we kind of can do for us, because that time that we spend in leisure and that time that we spend having fun is so important for the time that we're actually trying to get things done, especially with studying. And students often feel guilt about having fun or going out dancing, but that actually helps your brain be able to be relaxed enough to learn well when you're actually studying. So that's another really important piece. And then another really important piece too is to make sure that even if it's only 5 minutes, like even if you're just super rushed, to take some time to take some deep breaths in your day. Okay. Because that's going to kind of bring us into our day and then help us be more present and effective and doing the things we need to get done into our day.
Regroup and know you will accomplish this. Just make a list for yourself, one bit at a time. Thank you so much, Tessa. So
Absolutely.
Great to have you here. More information on the Canadian Mental Health Association, you can find it through breakfasttelevision.ca. More BT coming up. Stick with us.
BT Health is brought to you by Sindan Group of Pharmacies, a comprehensive approach to wellness.